What do I need to know when I attend court?
This video is for people who are about to attend court for a visa-related review case with the Federal Circuit and Family Court of Australia, Division 2.
I've received a date for a court hearing. Can you give me some idea of what it's like in a courtroom?
Okay, you've got a date to attend court, which is called a hearing. Whenever you need to attend court for a hearing, the court will send you details of when and where you must attend. Make sure the court has your current contact details. Your case may be heard electronically or in person. Both options are called attending court.
How serious is court? How should I dress?
A courtroom is a formal place, so dress appropriately. Drinking water is okay, but otherwise there is no eating or drinking in court. And when appearing in person, make sure you turn your phone off.
Who is in the courtroom, and what does it usually look like?
A judge or a registrar will hear your case. And this is usually what a courtroom looks like. First, there is the bench. This is where the judge or registrar sits. If you are appearing before a judge, you need to stand and bow each time the judge enters or leaves the courtroom. In front of the judge or registrar sits their associate or legal case manager. These people provide assistance to the judge or registrar. Then, in front of the bench is the bar table. This is where lawyers sit, facing the judge. In your case, this is where the minister's lawyer will sit. If you have a lawyer, they will sit at this bar table too. If you don't have a lawyer, you should sit at the bar table when your case is being heard. If you're unsure where to sit, ask the judge's associate or registrar's legal case manager to show you. If you have an interpreter, your interpreter sits beside you. At the back of the courtroom there is a public area. If you have a lawyer, this is where you will sit. This is also where any support people you have with you will sit.
If I don't have a lawyer and I am representing myself, how will I know when to speak?
You should only speak when the judge or registrar invites you to speak. You address the judge as Your Honor. You address the registrar as Registrar. If you have requested an interpreter, the judge or registrar may ask the interpreter to swear that they will interpret accurately. It is very important that you tell the court if you cannot understand the interpreter. You or your lawyer will then have an opportunity to speak about issues related to your case. When it's your turn to speak, you should stand up. Your interpreter will also stand up beside you. Then the judge or registrar will invite the minister's lawyer to speak about your case.
What about an electronic court hearing? Is it the same?
Basically, the court hearing operates in the same way. It just means you will attend electronically through a computer, laptop, or phone. You can do this from your home or somewhere private. Make sure you're in a quiet place where you won't be disturbed and have a good internet connection. Check the lighting. Remember to have a charger ready so you don't lose battery on your device. Test that your camera and microphone are both working, and then mute your microphone when you are not speaking. Make sure you have your copy of the court book and all filed documents beside you. On the screen you'll see the judge or registrar and the minister's lawyer, and they will be able to see you. If you have a lawyer, you will see your lawyer on screen. And if you have told the court you require an interpreter, you will also see your interpreter. As each case is different, here's an example of what may happen. The associate may confirm names of those appearing on the screen. If you have an interpreter, they will acknowledge they are on the call and introduce themselves to you. The associate will open court and the judge will begin the hearing. The judge will acknowledge the interpreter and explain proceedings. The interpreter may be sworn in, giving a promise to interpret effectively and appropriately. Participants will then speak, and the interpreter will translate to you what they are saying. You must tell the judge if you do not understand either the process or your interpreter.
When will I find out about a decision in my case?
The judge or registrar may announce the decision at the end of the hearing, or they may decide that they need more time to consider your case. If the judge or registrar needs more time, you will be told when the judge will deliver their decision and how you should attend to receive it. The court will contact you to let you know when you need to come back.
What happens if my case fails?
If your case fails, the judge will make orders for the amount of costs you must pay. Unpaid legal costs are a debt to the Australian government. You should seek legal advice about the effect a debt to the Australian government might have on future visa applications. If your case is successful, the judge will make orders for your case to return to the tribunal to be reheard. Make sure to watch Video 1, What can the court do, to understand the role of the court in a visa-related review case, and Video 2, How will my migration case be managed through the court, to better understand the court process.